goals discussion. Goals discussion.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, that's why you're here. That'd be great.
Well, look, I have my own one.
Okay, well,
But I'd be glad to talk
not
about it.
not a problem. Does anybody else want to talk about the MTCD goals discussion?
So I think, a lot of this is around your budgeting, the things that you want to try to accomplish this year. But as a committee, there's gonna be some new goals come out based around tourism. If everybody hasn't heard or don't know, we have developed a tourism department within the city. Changed some of the charter language to be able to hire a director of tourism who will start participating in this meeting as the liaison to move the whole thing forward. So what we did in the current budget is we moved all the hotel, motel occupancy tax into tourism, which is about $945,000. Part of that will go to Parks and Recs, just like it always has. Part of it will go to this committee, just as it always has. Your budget didn't change unless you increased it for funding. And then part of it will go to the Manchester Event Visitor Center, which in previous years was the conference center, and it was in the general fund, but it was funded through that $350,000. This year, we've asked for $175,000 for the first 6 months. And we will go back and talk to them about what our needs are going forward. A lot of conversations around that right there, and it's no secret, we're going to dissolve the PBA. They've all quit.
It's like that took care of itself, yeah?
Yes and no.
Okay.
There's an open item or two to close that business correctly. The PBA is gonna have to be, we're gonna have to elect some members at the next BOMA, to dissolve it correctly.
Okay.
So a lot of conversations around the event visitor center. The model's pretty easy. What we kind of agreed to at the BOMA level is we're going to be in the space rental business. We're going to offer chairs, tables, tablecloths as the rental items. And then the local businesses in town are going to benefit from all of the food, decorating, and event planning, which is really good. We're going to create a master list. It's going to have people on there who we recommend when you call to rent space that you work with. So that way, a lot of the conversation in the last year or so is that we're competing against local businesses, and we're going to stop all of that. We're just going to rent space. Now, the other part of that vision is to have a visitor center that we put billboards up that says, hey, we have clean bathrooms. We're going to have a little merchandising area inside that only local people will be able to sell merchandise in. Could be honey, could be jelly, could be bowls, could be puzzles, whatever, right? What take 6 months.
Okay, but
Because
they will eventually attend these meetings.
they'll actually help guide the
Excellent.
efforts by this committee. That's what the goal is.
Okay.
Chamber's done a good job of helping us through tourism to the best of their ability, but most of the models within the state, they're two separate type of things. Ms. Katie and I had that type of conversation. Katie, I think you would agree, right, that a lot of chambers don't do the tourism side as much as what we've probably done in the past. You know, we really apply for one grant a year, which is marketing. And it's a grant that gives us $8,000 that's matching, we spend the rate for a total of $16,000. So we're gonna look at how that is spent this coming year. So that's what we're gonna apply for.
Okay, is it open yet?
It just emailed today, that they're starting to take those type of applications, it was delayed a little. So we're gonna get that filled out as soon.
So throwing it open for questions with the mayor on all this that I'm sure we've all read on Facebook. Why I wanted to invite him to the meeting, and just to be sure we were all very clear about taking the rumor out of it, what's really going on and how it will impact and affect the board here and money and dollars and budget and those types of things.
I mean, you guys still have a significant amount of money to figure out every year how you're going to spend it. I mean, let's be clear, you're all volunteers, you're not paid, right? So we do appreciate your time and all your efforts. We're just trying to get a little better handle on what it is we want to do, right? So that we offer those things up to you versus everybody sitting here trying to come up with different things when we have a plan. And that's what we're going to do, is create a plan and let you guys help us develop the plan and guide us on what it is with a lot of different ideas.
One question I have, I've had people asking me about this is, you know how when somebody needs money for something that they think is related to tourism, how they come to us and ask for the money? What will be the process going forward with that? Will it be the same or?
Yes, ma'am, and what that is, right, I mean, they have a form to fill out, and you guys have a budgeted line item to spend on all those type of things. What I'm more interested in is how do I do free advertising and stuff, and that's what a full-time person will figure out for us. You know, and if you remember correctly, Attorney Johnson came to a meeting sometime last year, and BOMA isn't the big brother here, right? But there's a set of guidelines that say if you are for profit, it has to go through BOMA. If it's nonprofit, this committee makes the decision and can award the money. And that's just how our guidelines are laid out. It's not that I don't think BOMA's ever told you no, that I know of, but that's just how the guidelines are laid out.
No problem. Good question.
Questions from anybody that's here?
So I have a question.
Sure.
This is gonna kind of occur. We've had somebody contact us that, they're looking to send in another request.
But they thought they had it.
They thought they had a request, but they've already received their money. And,
Is this Tennessee Back Road?
yeah,
Yes, there were two parts to that. She understood two parts to the money that they got. And I've just been trying to get an answer from her, from somebody about what happened to the second part of the money.
What does that mean? I mean, I was on this board when we approved it the one time, right?
They were.
But it was for signs, and I think it was a one-time ask. The other one is an annual ask, which is the only one I know about. If there's a special ask, other than her annual ask, which I think has been approved and she's already got,
or not.
she has to come before you.
So
and
that
get
did
this.
she get?
So I think there was like a second part to it, and we tackled it, and I was thinking back, I think she wanted to think more advertising.
whatever that acronym is. Yes, a business center, okay. Good deal.
And we'll still make out our own budget, or anything
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You don't have to, it's all voluntary.
Based on that, I can't do it, but it's
Well, this is just July, you've got plenty of time for next year, right?
Yeah, we have plenty of time for it. Keep your powder dry, girl. But no, I think that sounds like another resource that we would definitely benefit from. All right, any more questions for the mayor while we have?
I think there'll be more just moving forward.
We know where his office is. Yes, we know where his office is in case we need to bug him. I can tell he's probably getting ready to book. Are you not? I was like, okay, so I'm like, oh, anything. All right, next we have 2025 Common John Beer Fest. I believe I saw a CJ hat in the room.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Here we go, Ms. Ward. There is our.
See somebody who
official
knows
document.
about the paperwork.
And then right here, guys, as y'all know, I always try to put something just together with you guys to show y'all how we used the funds last year.
Yes, thank you. That is very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And so as you guys, just again, because I always like to share with people how I spend their money. The budget you guys gave us last year, it allowed us to invite 400,000 people within the touching state radius that you guys see on the map, and that's all backed up and verified by Google data. And we reached 200,000 through Facebook and Instagram, 100,000 through Google, and 100,000 through YouTube. And this was all through our marketing effort campaign. Of those, over 8,849 come directly to our landing page to learn more about the event. And then, of course, of that, 1,000 of them walk through the doors. One of the things that was fun about last year's is we're working more on making the first part of the day an event where we drive outside people in, and then the second part of the day, it's more the family reunion side, where we really do something special for the locals, and that sort of threw my numbers off. So normally, we got about 60% of the traffic that comes through our door are out-of-towners, but last year, 40%. So that lets me know we had a great success of inviting people in from the greater Coffee County area for the second part of the day. So that was a positive thing, because again, this is tourism and community development. Now, like I told you guys last year, what we're really wanting to work to do is make this a weekend experience. We're still working on how to do that effectively with the space we have and all that. So if you guys look on the second page, you'll see it is part of our ticketing site and our event page, where we are encouraging people to come camp the night before, stay in a hotel, go visit Jack Daniels, go visit George Nichols, go to Rutledge Falls. So we're really making that extra effort to entice people to come a day earlier and stay a day afterwards. And so, and of course, if you look at it along with the script, we reached the points to justify $4,000.
Do we have any questions from the committee or our Common John's representative?
How much you get last year?
$4,000.
I move that we give them $4,000, they just, we don't have to go through the finance, just do,
Yeah.
let's do it.
All right, second. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, we will give it to our fellow representative to get permission to grant.
What about our banjos picking about this?
So banjo picking, it is on. I'm gonna start promoting it as soon as possible. And then probably we'll start promoting that, reaching out to people at the end of next week, third week, end of July is when we'll start promoting that one right there as well. So, but this year we've been very blessed. You guys were talking about something earlier in regards to the nonprofit versus the profit status. We've been very blessed to create a lot of events, and what we're doing is we have the facilities, we have the backbone, we have the production, we have the marketing expertise, and And so now we're beginning to partner with great local nonprofits, like Ms. Kim is fixing to get up here. We started Haunts and Hops, and now Mach 10 has taken that over completely. So now we've eliminated the business side altogether, and we're gonna allow you guys to communicate directly with nonprofits. I'm working with Logan to try to get Good Friends into a 501 not-for-profit status. We're gonna try to move and partner Joey with a local nonprofit, the same way we have Mach 10, like Sportsman and Discipline, so we can give back. And our Blues, Brews, and Barbecue this year, we brought American Legion people all the way from Pennsylvania.
Nice.
And we raised over $20,000. Of that, 10,000 will go to the local VFW. The other 10,000 will be split up between the first responders charity of choice. So hopefully we'll begin to move forward to that. And they have aspirations to hopefully move that to the square when it begins to make sense. So thank you guys for all you do, and we're
Absolutely.
trying to work on
You
it.
will hear after the BOMA meeting. I don't foresee any issues.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have Mach 10 Running Club, Haunts and Hops, 6.4.
Slash follow rules. I know he's a tough act to follow.
And I was gonna say,
Hopefully I'll look better.
That's a fact.
But, so this will be our third year for the Hunts and Hops 6.4K, which is actually full on. And we have the permit with the city already, and we have the permit with, Old Stone Court, since we went through the park. And over 80%, I'm gonna give you, I didn't know how many of those I needed to print out.
Oh, and there's you.
But, I have a whole list, I'm old school. I
No,
like
no,
things
you're
now.
good, you're good.
I have a whole list of the different towns that people came from last year. And so over 80% of the people that came and ran were from out of town. We actually had some people from Alabama, Florida, and Kentucky that came. I believe the people from Florida happened to be here camping at Old Stone Fort, and they came to the brewery, seeing that we were having a run, and they signed up.
Oh,
to
that's
pay, and
cool.
some shoes, and ran.
There you go.
So we try to make it, a healthy community event and try to get more people running, because the Mach 10 Running Club has been in existence for over 40 years. We started out at APC. Mike Niederhauser, which I'm sure a bunch of y'all know, was a big proponent of the Mach 10 Running Club. I actually followed him as president when he retired from the position. And I know that he helped put on the Old Timers Day. There used to be a 5K that started here at City Hall, ran downhill, Old Stone Fort, come back. So I was part of that personally then. And so just trying to keep the community healthy moving forward. But I know last year y'all supported this event. We used it for marketing. And I think we're picking it up. First year, 150 runners. It almost doubled last year. We had like 250 that actually ran. So we're
Yeah,
hoping
with that one, so.
So we're hoping, 350, this
That's
year.
still this year.
And registration is open, we've already got people signing up. And we do try to get other breweries, Murfreesboro, Cookville, because there's a lot of running groups that go and do group runs from
I
Red
got one about
Solo.
Chattanooga, we're only an hour.
Yeah, we have a Red Solo from Cookville, I think
Okay.
they have a big group that comes down. There's some in Murfreesboro and stuff, and so we're trying to market some of those areas where they come. It's a costume contest, and last year we had local businesses donate for a basket in the winter costume contest.
Yeah,
Local
thanks for
goodies
Manchester.
from like Owens, Harvest, Stoneport Crafts, and just, all kinds of goodies from local businesses. So we're hoping that people will see the basket and then they'll come back and look at the businesses. And we have a band afterwards, so hopefully, once the hotel gets finished, they're in walking distance, I can walk to the hotel.
Well, we'll see. Taylor fans do take some very good care of us right now, but we'll
There
see
you
how
go.
it goes. That is correct.
So how much did we give you last year?
2,000?
Okay, and we're looking for 2,500 this year, hopefully 350 participants. Any questions, any concerns for the Mach 10 Running Club?
I need to know where to sign up for it.
Now,
I bet she can do
we have had a couch to 5K program.
I love her.
And this
She
is
has
a
my vote.
5K. And
again, one of the things that I absolutely love about it, guys, diversifying into the running world from an online presence, as you guys can see, it completely opens us up to being out in the rest of the world, and you'll see everywhere they're looking for the Austin Ops, Manchester,
And
Tennessee
maybe
is always
people
present.
that don't know about us, hear about the run and go buy some shoes and run with you, so I like that. You are a nonprofit?
Yes, the
Okay,
Red Cross nonprofit.
okay. Any more questions for Kim? Somebody want to call the question?
Sure.
This has to go to the
I
city.
got it, this is from the mayor.
Okay, all right,
Any nonprofit, you have to put in.
okay. Can you take care of that? Okay. All right,
And we have got the on board to Rick's providing proficiency.
So I have a question, I should have questioned my comments, it's gonna work, moving forward. So marketing wise, so we're gonna give them money for marketing and this new tourism person will market on their side as well.
They'll have their own market. Our person's gonna market the city. And these are individual events and things, and that's what you're funding, their marketing efforts. Our marketing person is gonna only market the city of Manchester.
Right. That they'll like put on there like, we're having
Oh,
this event.
absolutely, yeah, we'll always promote those through our social media.
I would hope that we would complement each other, but,
Yes, absolutely, yes.
okay.
I think that's what I was asking.
Yeah, I would hope that they
There's
would.
many different platforms as a city has.
Right.
Visit Manchester and the different ones you guys have set up through time. That's what they're gonna take over to help, so that they get extra exposure to our platform.
So that person, if they bring in events in, we're gonna pay for that.
We're not gonna bring an event that will be decided this year, but that will come here.
Okay. Right.
I say give it someone want to call the question.
I like that motion.
All right.
I'll second.
Second, all in favor of giving Mach 10 Running Club $2,500? Aye. Any opposed? Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I look forward to hearing how this goes.
Mr. Chairman, I just said when we approved the agenda here, I needed another one under new business.
Okay, well, it's a good time. Yes, it's a good time. Mayor's new business.
Coffee County Out of the Darkness has filled out a form as well, we funded them last year.
Yes, that's the suicide
Suicide
prevention.
prevention walk that happens, every year.
Yes.
We funded them last year, I think it was $3,000, and 400 plus people from different areas. They have the same request each, so all of that.
Make that motion.
For $3,000.
Okay.
FYI, we have the largest walk out of darkness in the state of Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we support them every year.
There you go.
Yep, you really have done phenomenal. Thank you guys so much.
So let me touch on that. So, when you go to fill out that paperwork, there is a thing in there that will ask for a logo. She'll ask for a logo, which will be on the shirt. I did not have that last time,
Okay.
so,
Are you guys gonna use your tourism money? I mean, you're the ones doing it, or do you want the city of Manchester? I mean, I think you need to be promoting your own development committee.
so last time it was like City of Manchester, but we still didn't have a logo to give. I didn't have one to upload to the thing, if that makes sense. So I need somebody to do that.
David Roberts, and if you'll remind me, I'll contact him, he's usually has all that stuff for us.
Do you have the paperwork?
I did.
Okay, but
But
we can
again,
go
I'm trying
ahead.
not to volunteer you, because I know you have nothing to do with it.
So,
Yeah.
so do we want to, once again, walk, Out of the Darkness run $3,000, in September is when they do it, right? Can someone call the question?
Oh, sure. Somebody can do this besides me, you know? I make a motion. Hey.
And, all right, you make a motion, Lori seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
$3,000 for Out of the Darkness walk. Absolutely, we do that.
Really, this one also has to go in paper.
Okay. Yeah, because that's a not-for-profit as well. Okay, moving on. Old business, ARP grant, second phase,
sprayers.
So you don't have to be your personal ceremonial.
Yes, and overdo it. So we had, Katie reached out and got like a quote sheet from him. And there's, I was looking like heated square footage, where we have 40 by 60, so that's 2,400 square foot, but he has a 2,200 square foot floor, which looks like if we were renting it for 3 weeks, is about $30,900. But then of course there's like a $500 hotel stay and maybe like a $2,000 fee to put like subflooring in and stuff like that. So, you know, that's just for the ice skating rink.
Right.
But I think last year we paid $36,750. So for the floor that might fit a little bit better. So we're thinking if you're okay with that, if we proceed, we'd like to kind of put something like that.
Yeah, I think that was the only negative that we heard, other than the lady who thought it was gonna be real ice for
Yes.
$5. That was the only negative, where after you skated on it for a little while, you know, in Tennessee, it does start to raise up a little bit. So, yeah, if there's a better solution to that that's within our price range, I say yes.
Okay.
It
So
also
that was,
sounds safer, so.
it does, and that was like a tripping hazard.
Right.
Because, and then we have to get over there and tamp them down.
Yeah, so it also sounds safer, which is good.
So that was one of the things that we had looked into, and I guess,
Does anybody have a problem with same price range, going a little safer this year? They found something that works a little better?
Katie, is there any timeline that you have to have the paperwork turned in? Because this is the last portion of the grant, isn't it?
I mean, I think we're still on track right now, but we just, yeah, I mean, the sooner the better. We did have a, and Becky, I don't know, he talked to you, but we did have a request for real ice, and the cost difference is significant.
Yeah, we talked about that
Okay.
after, and we were like, we don't have that money to devote just to that. I think, with what our people will pay, and we were wanting to have it as much as, we offer it, have a small charge that just pays for whatever rec center people are gonna need to be paid and any overages. I think we came really close to having zero. I think within a couple of thousand of, we did it zero.
yeah, we came out pretty even.
Yeah.
What we took.
So, but if you put real ice in there, I just don't think people around here are gonna wanna pay to do it.
That was $140,000.
Yeah. Yeah, it was over double what this was costing, and I just don't think our people are gonna wanna pay that money. And, especially since, you know, the $5 was a big hit, I think, and especially when you talk about families with multiple kids. I try to be very cognizant of that, so I think we pretty much decided our area could not afford real ice, not this thing.
I get it.
Okay.
So what's the timeline that we want this, everything done?
What do you need from us next, Katie?
Well,
And
I guess I just wanted to make sure, so is our funding looking the same where, so if this comes out about the same for the ice rink, then it's about 10 grand to rent fencing and about 10,000 to do lights and sound. So we just want to make sure, like, are we still looking, do we still have the same kind of funding as we did last year?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we have your.
Unless the city wanted, unless you wanted to dedicate, I mean, this grant does not have to go to ice. That would be the question, unless you want to dedicate the money for it.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think even with this year's same number, there's still 30 or 40
I think so,
left on that
yes.
line. So,
If we do, 50 miles.
Yes,
Of all.
absolutely.
You can still put that plan together. for us.
Absolutely, yep.
Also, I think the only thing, other than if we could find one that fit together better, you guys, based on the numbers that you saw, you recommended opening it a week later, waiting for the kids to get out of school. I remember this was a recommendation, and then keeping it past January first. Because you said you saw a huge influx after school was out.
Okay.
And so you thought we missed bang for the buck by offering it sooner, and we should just wait till the kids were out of school. And I thought that made a lot of sense.
So what- so what-
Extended to January?
So would it be closed 4 days, or not, 4 days, would it be closed then the holiday for Christmas still, I guess?
I don't think we talked about when it would be closed. I would assume it would be closed for the holiday itself. But you were saying that the week that we opened it, school was still in session, and we did not see a great turnout. But as soon as the school doors closed, then you really
Okay.
saw an influx. So I think you guys recommended that we just alter the date by a week. And then obviously we'll be closed for Christmas, but
So, we'll limit the kids being out the 19th.
So that would be 2 weeks later.
So what time, when do they go back to school?
We'll go back on the 5th or 6th.
So how many weeks do we have this ring?
Well, we can do however many weeks we want, 'cause it actually breaks it down from like 7 day, 14, 3 week, and then goes up to 6 or 8 weeks.
that actually does for the
So
19th.
we did 3 weeks.
Did 3 weeks last
So
year.
Yeah.
if we do 3 weeks again this time, that's the kids' vacation.
19 through the 5th.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what's wrong with that?
No, that's what we're saying we need to do. Last year we did.
Okay.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna
this-
take a 4-day vacation for Christmas, all right?
Well,
We're gonna take Christmas off, maybe Christmas Eve.
So I guess,
Yeah, I don't think we need to take 4 days.
no, it won't be 4 days. I don't know why I said 4, because it is like Christmas, typically it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after. And that's usually like when the rec center will be shut down, those 3 weeks. The 27th is a Saturday.
If you talk about cutting out 4 days,
I guess it's frozen.
and then, I mean, that's 3 days.
That's significant.
Yeah.
What's the price difference?
Well, it goes from 3 weeks and then it jumps up to 6. And I mean, I'm sure we could break it down by 4 weeks, but I would probably, it's a $6,000 difference from a 3 week to a 6 week.
And I don't think we would have enough.
Be
people
$2,000 more.
to do it.
Well, the only reason I'm saying that is if you're gonna be closed for 4 or 5 days before you
Yeah.
explain what you do, so why not go
Yeah,
ahead
it's
and
not-
add it another week early and then keep it
See
4 weeks.
see what the
until
4-week
3 weeks
price
before.
is, right, see what the 4-week price is. And I guess just do it that weekend, that week before we talked about wasn't highly intended, because if we were gonna close the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, and the 1st, are y'all also closed on New Year's Eve?
No, New Year's
Okay.
Day.
Okay, so that's 4, so you might as well say you're knocking out a week that we're going to pay for to have it. So I guess let's see what the 4-week price would be.
So why are you closed on the 26th?
That's city holiday. And that's usually what we typically follow. I think that's what our rec commission approved.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm thinking.
She's thinking you can, come up there and run for her.
So right
Okay,
now.
so if you could get us some 4-week price, and let's see, is it doable?
Okay.
And if you don't mind bringing that back next time, and then next time we will for sure decide what days we're gonna be open, and go ahead and get that contract situated.
So we'll probably have to put it out to bid, so. we
Yeah,
may
oh, yeah.
definitely need to vote for it, or, you know, if we decide to have it at August meeting, so. we can
Yeah,
go ahead
that's
and
what I'm
vote
saying,
for it.
yeah.
I think we need to have all the details hammered out at least by the 1st of November.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get,
I-
I'm gonna get it,
I-
yeah, I'm gonna get it hammered out by
I want-
September. September would be my goal. I want her to have everything that she needs voted on by
was talking earlier about things to do, that's exactly what this is supposed to capture. So, and we have the spirit to travel. So we will make sure to continue putting these out places. We already have, and we continue to do so. And this is our newest tourism magazine, our visitor's guide. And we've gotten really great feedback so far, and we've been giving those to all of the welcome centers across the state of Tennessee, constantly giving people a reason to come to Manchester. And I think I've told you this before, but the Naked Jack Welcome Center and the Clarksville one, we probably mail them 2 or 3 boxes, I would say, a quarter.
Nice. Well, I love these because again, we are maybe not a week-long destination, but this tells you how you can spend 3 days and do 3 different things.
Yes, and we have people coming to our office all the time looking for things to do in and around Manchester, and so these are perfect. And then the back, I don't know, some of the back, that's not close word.
Love.
So,
So you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
exactly, yep, exactly. We mentioned the Southeast Banjo Championship, this is just a housekeeping thing, I think you need to know. So money has not been received for that, you guys voted to give money to that banjo championship, but I think something has to be done at the local meeting.
It's on for August.
It's on the August agenda, yeah.
Okay. And then, I don't know if you saw it, but, I spoke with Bethany Fuller, a little while ago, and she's doing 2 concerts at the NOAA Community Center, September 7th and December 14th.
Okay.
So those are ticketed events, and, she's really hoping to, bring people to Manchester, and then she's gonna give a donation, I think, for that community center.
Nice. I did have one question. Is the bakehouse closing?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah. So
Because
Brianna.
I've heard some back and forth on that, so I was just curious.
So I believe it is open until the end of August. She is still doing catering and baking,
Private.
off-site.
Okay,
Right.
but no storefront,
No
okay.
storefront.
I'm sorry, when I saw her in here, I was just checking. Because so many things change.
We obviously did not.
Well, no, but I mean, I think that's a recent event, a recent happening.
The bakehouse is closing, and it looks like the new steakhouse is about to.
There you go. There you go. Do we have a potential opening date for the new steakhouse or not yet?
I heard August, or long,
Okay,
it's
awesome.
closed.
Awesome.
Yeah, I talked to Eric the other day about something else, and he was talking about his waiting on his liquor license.
I know that Golden
Golden Hour.
Hours got open soon.
Does she have a date? I knew she was waiting on her espresso machine.
Yes.
She said it was being held hostage.
It's all,
Yes. She said it was being held hostage somewhere.
And it looks great inside.
Yes, yes. So does she have an opening date or not yet?
I heard it's dependent on the espresso.
Okay, well, she, espresso machine has been located, so we're very happy. Now, I do have a question. I know that the Mercantile is the building that it's in, is up for sale. Is the Golden Hour part of that as well?
All the whole corner.
The whole corner, okay, okay. Just went up for sale, so.
And that's when you find her permanent place.
Yes.
so. We're still working on a thing, and we can go to one place, find all the events, what's going on. If you are rolling through Manchester, or, you know what, just don't go home with me, and I ain't gonna look at it on your I get on.
We have a pretty robust community calendar, and things that are added all the time, but you have to come to the chamber website. Okay. Fine.
Which a lot of people do go to the chamber website, and I do.
Yeah.
When I go into a town I'm not familiar with, or through some query, and I wanna stop somewhere, I will go to a chamber, just because of my experience here. I know to go to the chamber, so.
And you would probably be surprised how many people who do come to the chamber for that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, put him back.
Well, we gotta have a visitor center, so.
Yeah.
And that would help, I agree.
I still think people will also come to the chamber. I think
I
we will
will
cultivate each other and
yeah.
work together as much as.
More people to answer questions, absolutely. Love,
Okay.
love these. These were what I was waiting on, love them.
And we've already given a bunch out.
Okay, because you and I said, you you know, giving recommendations is great, but this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna spend a 3-day weekend here, here's something you can do, morning, noon, and night for 3 days. And you can pick and choose about what you want to do. So I think that is a great way to get somebody started who knows nothing about management. Thank you, Ms. Katie. I would love to know, is there any way we can figure out if this works? I think it's a great idea, but is there any way to track, any way to tell how we did? Excellent question. I'm all about tracking. Anyway, that's it. I don't know how we would do it. I mean, any.
If they take it.
Yeah.
I mean, we give out so many
Yeah.
records, we've had QR codes on
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah, but you have to
you
use
still
them.
don't know if you're, even if you scan a QR code, that doesn't really
Yes.
prove that you,
Gone.
unless you had to do that to buy something, I don't know.
Right. I know, I'm just curious because I really see this as a way to give answers and give true, you just gotta keep yourself busy if you want, if you truly wanna experience our town. I'm just wanting to know, just because I think it's a great idea and it may work, so. All right. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, back to, I don't see AJ. Are you AJ?
I'll be AJ.
You go to
I got
AJ?
a few things down because I'm like, oh, it's report.
Thank you.
So July 4th did go very well this year. It seemed like it was.
I literally got,
Yeah, it seemed to go.
Oh,
I heard positive things, so the fireworks went great. And that was the second year of a 3-year contract, so we bid that out so that, and we kind of lock in prices so that things affect pricing, it doesn't go too haywire.
right.
So we'll have
We
one more.
discussed how much of an increase there would have been had we not done that.
Yeah, so it kind of locks in, you know, it might go up a little bit, but
Right.
hopefully not too much. So we'll have next year still with Cairo shows. We estimated, my crowd specialist over there, Katie, estimated 3,000 spectators. We had several food trucks, and that's just who we estimated at Rotary Park. Who
Well,
knows
and I
how
know
many were
that-
around
I know
throughout the
that
city.
the financial planning business, they also had an event at their office because they had great,
Oh, yes.
you know, they could see the fireworks from their office, and so I know they probably had 300 people there, so.
Had a band as well.
So we had a lot of people who could see our fireworks that had their own events around it, still drawing people in, so.
Right.
And the police department did a wonderful job.
Good.
Yay, I'm getting in and out.
The traffic was not an issue, and that's a lot of people
So,
to.
Yeah, and it wasn't prohibitive to going to the event, so.
You got to say something big, something.
She can make Tom know.
Or, I've been on the committee long enough, people know I'm on the committee, and so for us to have something and I get no,
Yes.
rare. We'll take it.
And we have multiple food trucks, so we have plenty of food there, and the family southbound cruise, and I had a lot of positive comments.
Because that was the first time we
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 also.
pay for them,
That's-
make sure they're all up.
Yes. And then, there's another softball tournament that Tim Johnson does, which is August 2nd.
Okay.
And he called the other day to inquire about doing one on July 26th, so we're trying to fill up our weekends there while we can.
So these tournaments, if you have to do one every week or so, they can't be very big tournaments, right? Are there, how many teams, are they local?
They're mostly local, like, I mean, they're travel teams, but they're not traveling out of state, I don't think. I don't know for sure where they got the come from, the answer to that.
You know, I remember, I'm old, so I remember this thing. But I remember, I was on Little League, I was president of Little League one year, and we had a state tournament, and we had 21 teams. So, I mean, it'd be nice to, and I'm not knocking this, okay, I'm just saying it'd be nice to have that kind of tournament. We had 21 teams, each team let 14 kids go. They had their parents, their grandparents, their aunts and uncles, they all stayed somewhere, they all ate. We fed the kids the first day, and after that, they were on their own. So, I just wonder why there's not anything like that anymore. Is it, used to be Little League, now it's something else. Is that, you think that has anything to do with it?
You know, Oklahoma went to Calvert this year away from Little League. So I don't honestly know. But I think a lot of it too is I think Manchester needs to start hosting its own tournaments.
That would be a good thing, yeah.
You know, and then you can bring in X amount of teams. Right now, we're waiting on people to host tournaments here, so.
We're waiting on people to bring tournaments to
Yeah.
us.
So we need to be the host.
Yeah, and there's a new girl that, we're gonna bring on to replace, Furdo in that field, and part of what we're gonna talk about, so those executives, is how we host Manchester tournaments every year, where it goes into year one, to, you know, you have this annual date that everybody marks and you grow that event bigger. We're talking with Oklahoma and a couple others about how we use more ball fields to make bigger events, so you're on the right path as far as, I mean, 'cause like I said, when we did Little League, we had a district tournament here, and then every now and then, I think we got to host a state tournament one of the 4 years, so, but I think it's more about us hosting some along with others to get a bigger draw.
I hope that's changed.
After Little League, it was TYBA,
Yeah.
they did a state tournament here versus, I mean, so I think we just gotta get ourselves in the circle of, hey, this is the 3rd year, and it's us.
And you have to have someone at the rec center that is their job.
Yes, and so we're talking to a lady now about doing that, and her sole focus would be to grow, their in the Manchester brand of tournaments, not just take what people are asking to do on weekends. So that's part of the tourism focus as well, that we need to, incorporate in that direction from the person.
Hey Katie, is she still here? Does the rec center have these for when these people are booking tournaments and coming in?
I don't know if we, I think so.
Okay.
I would love to
I
check.
don't know if we have the newest ones.
Okay.
We might
I was just
have to-
thinking, people that aren't, people who are coming in for tournaments that don't live here, this is things you can do while you're here. Okay, just curious.
And, you know, Joseph had a good point too, right? If we could get some that we can put out when the tournaments are here, we can put them at the concession stand.
Mhm.
And that way it helps promote the other local businesses when they're on break.
So, and something we did in the, when this whole, when we almost had a Manchester Sports Council, and that was the direction to try to get tournaments, what we did is we put together, kind of, not a package, but just a marketing material that had restaurants that could accommodate big groups and their contact information. So any way that we can help, we want people to come here and we want them to spend money at their businesses. So any way that the chamber can help that, you just let me know, because we have a lot of that stuff that we can add to it.
One point I do take the, because we had the agreement to work those on, remember the,
Yes.
our state correction.
Yeah.
And I went and I actually taped
all in favor? Aye.